to get better at Apex Legends. The reason I put this on I scheduled the stream is I'm holding myself accountable, and I'm going to use the new solos mode to practice. I know this mode gets a lot of, I guess I saw in the comments or people joking on social media about it, a lot of flack because it's just a lot of Ashes running around P2020s, which is the perfect practice because that's what everybody runs in ranked anyways. So we're going to practice it. I know I sound a little tired. I had a bit of a migraine earlier. It's been a long work day. Not a bad work day, just busy. Work is going really, really well. I'm still learning. I just need to get faster and also be more detailed oriented on my day job. So I'm just trying to I'm still new, but I see where I want to be. And you know, it's funny. It's like an improvement arc for both, essentially. I want to be better at my day job, even though I'm still learning. I hold myself to high standard. And even though I've been playing this game for 6 years, yes, I just hit Masters, but I'm not done improving in game either. I want to get better. I need to get better. So that's what today's about. I figured if I put a live stream forcing myself to play, it's not forcing, I want to play, I wouldn't just go rest or go do something else. I would be on and I would put the time in practice. That's what I'm doing today. Thursday's video is going to be about me talking about how I'm washed in Apex. Someone would be like, well, you're good. No. You gotta understand, like, the meta's changed and I need to be better. I need to be more confident in my close range. And the only way to do that is by putting the hours in. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to die a lot today. We are going to lose. We are going to fail. We're going to suck. That's the point. We're going to put the time in. Hey, Sent, good to see you. Firefall, make sure, how's the audio? I'm so dead. No. Also, yeah, we do have the masterclass going on this Saturday. That'll be this Saturday. I shouldn't have chased. Audio's fine? Good. I'm just making sure. I go through a lot of meetings during the day, and sometimes the settings aren't right for whenever I record stuff, so I just want to make sure I didn't forget. I did set it up, and I was like, did I do it? Like, I had a moment where I'm like, did I fix that? I need to also change it. I kind of like the way Google Meets auto-adjust my microphone, but then whenever I record stuff later, I don't like the audio settings that it does. I should have just kept shooting. We go again. See, this is part of it. It helps a lot just fighting. It really does. Like, I have to put the hours in. Oh my god, that's a full pred. I mean, it's good practice. Listen, if Preds are spending time putting it in, then I have to do the same. And to be honest, I mean, wow, he got eliminated too. It happens. But, I mean, if Preds are putting the hours in and they're trying to get better, I mean, that guy's not making content, right? At least I don't know who he is, but it doesn't mean he's not good. But my point is that if the Preds are doing it, if everyone's putting the time in, we got to put the time in. And I got to put the time in. Got to do it. Yeah, the migraine kind of bothered me today. Towards the end, I just was like, I need to go lay down. But I had this scheduled. I'm like, I'm not skipping out on it. I'm doing it. Then I have we're not going to go for long. We're going to go for like 2.5 hours or so. Because I do have raid tonight in World of Warcraft as well. And then tomorrow should be easier. I have another video going out. We're going to review Zowie Mice, Day Job. I'll post a short out on Wednesday and Friday. And we'll put out a video talking about my progression Apex where I'm at. I see you're playing the KD Destroyer mode before it's gone. I don't really care about KD. I want to get better. That's the whole point. I honestly would rather have a KD of 0.3, but go in ranked and be able to clutch more consistently. If somebody said, oh, tank your KD all the way, but then trade off skill for later, I'm totally fine with that. I really could care less. Any advice to getting out of the plateau of Diamond? I can cruise through plat, slow down. Diamond has always been a wall. That's not abnormal. It has been a wall since this game came out. I would say ranked is a lot harder now, depending on... I know his Watson stated it. I haven't stated it publicly, But I have noticed that there is an MMR, a hidden MMR to ranked. Not everyone's climb to diamond is the same. Some people will have a harder time, will have harder lobbies than others, which is kind of strange. The patience, just knowing that I'm gonna be able to get some practice in. It's nice being able to do this. I mean, I gotta put the hours, you know?
First blood. Setting a gate. Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
How nice for me. I'm already in the next ring.
Oh, hello. Thought I heard somebody on the roof. Oh, I came over here. No.
Close by.
New kill leader appointed.
I leveled up and it comes with a fancy
Oh, rip.
death box over there.
Do I keep my attachments? This is interesting.
Near me. They're asking for a tragic ending. Setting a gateway. How nice for me. Target kill.
I heard you, buddy. That's a good bait there.
Champion eliminated.
Broken enemy shield. Shields recharging.
Oh, shoot. I'm dead. Ah, that sucks. Maybe I just play a little more aggressive there on the first person I cracked and just shoved relentlessly. Because then at least I would get my HP back.
The kill leader has been eliminated.
Seems like everyone has Zen controllers with sticky aim. Dude, I have agreed that, is Zyra the new main? I'm actually still using it, believe it or not. Still using it. I keep seeing all the pro players using the P20. I really don't like them. I don't like the P20s either, but they are meta. They are good. It's more like control. I would say it's about moving the crosshair less and just keeping it steady as you're trying to track somebody. Because there is bloom, and you have to be right on top of them. Unless you're just kind of spraying and praying at a distance, but then setting yourself up for success so you can spray and pray. What's up, Fried Crew? Hit me up. Hey, Aldo, thank you so much, man. I mean, I played the game a long time, Logan. It's crazy. It's been... I was thinking about that yesterday, and like... So, I know I'll explain this in Thursday's video, but essentially, like, I've always played this game as an anchor. I played Wattson, I played Vantage, you know, I played support. This is a real first time I get the ability to play entry and just kind of go full send it as Alter. I really feel like I've always believed in Alter, and I've always thought she's an amazing legend, and I've played her in and out, even though, like, she hasn't been, but now she's meta and she's aggressive. I want to maximize on that. But I'm not saying I'm never going to play Wattson Advantage again, but I want to get to the point where I can play aggressively. And I've had this moment happen many times, and it's also the same that matches me trying to lose weight. And I feel like this time will be different because my day job has gotten me into a rhythm of I'm losing more weight, I'm being healthier. So I'm on a nice rhythm, right? And with that rhythm, I'm trying to reciprocate it within my content in Apex too. I don't think I was in the best headspace for like a year, and I did work through it for a long time. It's nothing bad. It's just kind of like, hey, you know, try to recalibrate, reassess. And I wasn't thinking it was like awful, but like I'm hungry to do better, you know? Since your people are going, so I can contest. I don't want to not drop pot. I'm not here to win, I'm here to fight. Alright, let's go here. Let's do something stupid. Ready? Let's try this. Right, play this.
Gate. Toggle and it close by.
Work out. Let's go.
Broken enemy shield. Gonna level and an upgrade. Holding. Big for any crashes. Safety set.
Oh, hello. That's not what I want.
Round one. Beginning.
8 foot. Toggle and it close by. Ready the next target killed. Gate. I'm the killer. Gateway set. Picked an upgrade. Killed. Down the gate. Shields recharging. Open the gate.
All right, we're making some progress, eh? Not bad. Hate the fact it's on the triple take, but
Enemy landed near me. Asking for a tragic ending. Broken enemy shield. Already in the next phase. Gate.
Whoop. Okay. Oh God.
The new kill leader. Lies to be. Hold on, recharging shields. Being shot at. Ready to fall back. Sending a gateway. Taking a ride through the blue nexus.
She's gonna see me through the window. She's gonna see me through the window. Whoop.
Hold on, recharging shields.
Oh no! Finally got me. That guy's mad. We're coming right back though. It's all good. Firefall hit me. So if I main Octane want to switch, I think I want to be IGL. You can play whatever character you want as long as you know what your stopgaps are. I mean, you can hit pro with any character, like literally any character. That was actually pretty. That was a nice run. Not gonna lie. I like that. That was fun. It fortunately takes a lot of mental for me to like. Oh hi.
Kill leader appointed.
Bringing out the gate. Target killed.
We're getting there, man. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I'm doing some good stuff. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse today.
How nice for me.
The only issue is I just have to like.
Next ring.
I have to go quiet though, which is the bad part. It's gonna be hard for me to calm while doing this again, like to that degree. Also, what would you do to find teammates to play with? Just solo queuing and then talking with people initially, making friends.
Everyone's hiding. Marking my map. Readying up fallback if things get too messy. Pick an upgrade. Now, who to test? Running gate.
Oh shit! Oh god! No! Wait, what? What hit me at the end there? How did I just die instantly? I had like 90 HP left. The Motherload did that much over time? Dude, was he hiding on top of the thing? Is that what happened? I came over here because there was 2 people. Was he hiding on top of the door? Legit, I was about to go port outside listening for them and I got ulted. Oh, you got tried by Fusil? I guess it makes sense. It's good to see you, Hawk. I just thought when I came out, I thought I had 90 HP and I just like instantly burned or like whatever. I was like, that's crazy. Good for him. How'd it get burned? Did I miss a class? No, the class is on Saturday. The link is there. I'll be selecting people on Thursday afternoon. This is fun. I like this. Does Nino which is better, toggle crouch or hold? I have both bound. I have C for hold and Z for toggle. For controller, I don't have the answer for that, I'll be honest. Oh, I'm solo. What am I doing? I'm thinking I'm in a part of a squad.
Incoming.
Let me sit, or you can find a game that's fun to play. What if I enjoy this game? I'm having fun. And then we literally started all the stream talking about how I actually really enjoy this game. I mean, if you don't like Apex, you can. Oh, you have 10. Like, oh, that's what it was.
I'm already in the next ring.
I guess I probably was burning while I was in port, because when I took port, you know, I dropped late. I thought it was. I don't know why I thought I was in a squad. I was like, how come we're not dropping? That was not smart. Sure, people will be over here, right? I'm gonna just do this. This is just my improvement arc. I just gotta keep practicing, put in the time in and fighting. I hurt somebody. I'm already masters, so. And then the.
Enemy landed near me. What tragic. Kill crack. Killed an enemy. I leveled up. For once, I'm being predictable.
Attention.
Why?
Evo
I've
harvesters
upgraded.
are online.
I'm dead.
Through the gate.
That's crazy.
Death box over there.
We go again. Learn to mantle drop on roller. Let's go.
Enemy landed near me.
Attention.
Never seen stream. It's great to have you here.
Tragic ending.
He got the initial damage on me. Slice, you broke the game. Why torture yourself?
Fallbacks in play.
I don't do things unless I enjoy it, man. There's plenty of other things to do. But I like Apex. It's just kind of simple as that. Literally, the math, like if you wanted to make money, the best thing to do is play Minecraft or Fortnite or something way more popular. If you were doing certain things, you were not doing them for money. I mean, heck, I work a day job. I didn't have to be on right now. I only stream on Saturdays. I want to be on. I want to practice. I want to get better.
Being shot at. Enemy shield cracked. Where's the gate for any?
Oh God. I wasn't expecting to capture them. They didn't take it at first. How'd you take it afterwards, dude? What was that? I think they walked backwards.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Restocking complete.
The heck? How are there so many teams here?
Mark them on my map.
Or people, I guess not teams, isn't it?
Some jerk tore my
Solos.
void nexus down. Aw, jealousy's
Another guy right behind me.
replicator incoming.
There was, right? Where'd he go? There's a guy right there, too.
Readying up fallback if things go wrong. Enemy shield.
Okay, no two over there. Oh, there's the other guy.
Enemy shield cracked.
Who are you shooting?
In progress.
Great spray. Okay, they're running into each other.
Setting a gate. Setting a gateway.
Care package being delivered.
Here's the gate for any crashes.
How bad do the zone hurts? And is it the same as just... Oh, shit, hi.
Shot at.
Fair, fine, whatever.
My beautiful void nexus is no more. Oh. Gateway set. Using a Phoenix kit.
Oh, wow, we get passive heals. Forgot about that. That's sick.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Low on ammo. Better find more then.
No!
There's a void in your heart, and I put it there.
In progress.
But solos are so funny. You just see carbon copies of Ashes running around with P2020s. I saw Caution's tweet about it, and I do not disagree. It is so good to practice against. It literally just feels like you're running against Ash bots. All of them can move. Can you survive being the only non-Ash? Is it possible? You got Masters playing with randoms? I did part of it solo and part of it with a group. Every Saturday you saw me stream solo, and I gained RP that way. But then I also play with friends, so I do both. Yo, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. I've hit solo all the way, just solo queue. But at some point with a day job, and also I want to play with friends, I just mix in solos and then I queue with friends. When at Twitch, I don't stream enough for that. I would need to put more time in. But I also like the VOD system over here, and I mean, you can go back to see. I've been streaming on YouTube for like 4 years, but I only used to do it like once a week.
This is your champion.
Your death will come with speed and precision. That is the skill.
Where you been at, Madirt? We've been doing DS. Let's see where people drop. Just hotter. There's like only 2 people there. Maybe 3? Okay, let's go over there.
What if I poke them? Just a little bit?
Are they going inside? What are they? I only need is just 1 bin. I should be fine with this. Then I'll push.
The damage will be double.
First blood.
Target kill.
Ooh. Nyum.
Round 1.
Cool.
Target killed. Level and an upgrade. What? I've upgraded. Close ring. For a full minute.
Okay. It's 2 there. I don't want to have them shoot at me and the other guy.
Monsters are now available.
What the?
Here I am again. Ready to twist up some minds. Target landed close by. 警惕啦.
Warning. New movement in progress.
Setting a gate. Broken enemy shield. Gate.
Good job, buddy.
Target kill.
Great job. There's an Ash over here. It's not the only guy. Work-life balance. I feel that, man. It's exactly what I'm going through right now. I feel you. Finding the balance, bro. Finding the balance. I appreciate you for stopping by. Be sure to leave a like. I just get impressed in 3 stacks and pubs. Yeah, the MMR has definitely been brutal as of late. It's only gotten harder.
Setting a gate.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit it a little closer. Oh, hello. So dead.
Hold on. Recharging shields.
You were the Octane? No joke.
Is a firing next. Better go.
Replicator being delivered.
Replicator incoming.
I'm good to go.
Target killed. Disengage for any crashes.
Warning.
Listen, I sell hard too. That's why I'm literally practicing. I gotta put in hours in.
Placing a gate.
Oh god, okay, I put it right in. I couldn't have put it anywhere else. That's crazy. Send, I will message you, bud. I'm not ignoring you, dude.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Well, I'll send you a quick message. Alright. Hey, Belle, how's it going?
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Cold alternator? Okay.
Attention. Delivering
Heard a cue.
replicator.
Replicator incoming.
Was the queue this way or was it over there?
Throwing out the gate.
Kill leader appointed.
Removing the gate.
Warning. New zone.
Gate for any crashes.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Taking down the gate. Speech
Oh no! I'm dead because of the zone. I'm dead because of the zone. I'm dead because of the zone. No! I'm dead because of the zone. I'm dead because of the zone. No! Whoa! Hey!
shields
How am I alive?
Beginning ring countdown. New kill leader appointed.
enemies firing at me.
What?
30 seconds. Opening a gate. Setting a gate. Shields recharging.
Kick my door. Wait, no. No! I thought you were gonna jump. I thought he was gonna jump. I aimed at his head where I thought he was going to be. He wasn't there. McCavity's not there. Oh, bro, he dead now. Oh, he got out. GG is faded. I appreciate you, dude. Using your aim lab course is still a Q pubs, but I feel like I've hit a wall in my improvement. It depends on where you're at. with like everyone has a different wall, so it's not always the same wall. Somebody could be decision making, some could be, oh well, I need to be more patient, I need to see how fights are happening, some just need to hard shove. Everyone's going to have a little bit of a different wall. I mean, my wall is I need to navigate a fight better, I need to create openings, I know how to get out, I know how to get in, I need to actually clutch. Like that was a moment to clutch. Was that a good player? Yeah, it looked like it. That's 7 kills and a 20 bomb, so I mean they got to be decent to do that.
Introducing your champion.
Do you do paid coaching? Depends. Depends on the person or the goal or whatever. I don't want my whole job to be coaching. I do it because I love it, not because I want to make money off of it. Hey, Justin Old Guy, good to see you. I saw your name on the spreadsheet. I'm hoping when we do a random drawing to get you in.
Doubling my fun. Attention. First blood.
Okay. Let's try again. I know I'm going fast, but I know I can do that quickly and not have an issue.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
I'm dead. No, he's literally 20 HP. Now, why didn't I do anything even though I said I was dead? Because I wanted to ego challenge to see if I could do it. I was pretty close. I just needed to land with like literally a little bit more damage. I probably would have gotten it. Am I gonna fight him again? Yeah, if I die, just let me. I didn't mean to drop. Or did I? You're gonna have info on me.
Evo harvesters are online.
But are you gonna have info like this?
Kill leader.
You think I can tackle him down? Let's try. I might take damage. Alright, dash me now. Dash, dash, dash. Come on. How many of those do you have, dude? Screw it. Oh, come on. Can't tell me you're afraid of a little old altar.
Hold on, recharging shields. Shield cracked.
No!
Your mind should be as sharp as your blade.
We go again.
It's clear you lack both.
The first strafe shots were a little rough. There's two things I could have done. Had a better strafe, or I could have landed my triple take shot afterwards.
I have sharpened my skills.
So I got about like an hour and 45. Dude, time's gonna go by so fast. I'm so sad. It's moments like this where I'm like, this is why I set aside the stream time, because I'm like, if I set the stream time, it means I have to practice. I kind of told myself I'd just practice offline, but I feel like if I just put in the hours, it'd be fine. He has 550 ammo. I hope he goes through all of it. In a good way. Hopefully he gets all the kills and everything.
champion.
Best tool is a friend. So, friends?
Hey, I appreciate you, Simon. This is already fun. I'm having a good time.
Replicator coming down. Toggle landed close by. Gate it left. The damage will be double. Any crashes?
Ah, gosh, it sucks. Use my own portal against me.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Just turn around and fight me. You might win.
Already in the next
Do it.
round.
I don't know why he's running so much. Just fight. Now you don't have an opening. Why are you running so hard, bro? So you did just fine. I don't know why you kept running. You actually could have done fine.
I leveled up. For once, I'm being predictable. Chose an upgrade. I'm itching to use it.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
Gateway set.
New kill leader appointed.
Oh. Whoa! That was unexpected.
Hold on. Recharging shields.
I'm gonna turn and burn right here. Okay.
Warning.
Jump at me.
Already in the next ring. Now to find someone to mess with.
But what? Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I don't have any more cells. Armor. Wow, wait. No, I had to warm up. I had to flip the guns. I had to flip the guns. I almost got him.
Death box over there.
Hey, Mira. Yeah, I shouldn't have just stuck with, I should have shot instead of messing around with the,
Target landed close by.
oh, whoa.
Hold on. Recharging shields.
I'm dead.
For any crashes.
There is a new kill leader.
Any cells, dude.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated.
Screw it, I'm going.
Attention. Ring countdown. Bins have been stopped.
Going out the gate. Breaking through at the gate.
Replicator being
Replicator coming down.
Is he underneath? Is the audio underneath? Or is he above? Oh, he's above.
30 seconds.
Rip. He got me every time. Any other games you playing these days? Not really. I don't get time. Well, Marvel Rivals and World of Warcraft. I play World of Warcraft every Monday with the raid, and I try to bake in Marvel Rivals. hit GM on it, and then I was playing with friends trying to get them to GM because it kept pulling ahead, and well, we got it 3 times. Maybe this season we'll hit Celestial for the memes. That's pretty much it, though. I don't get time to do anything else. Just work and then do the normal thing, you know? You play Smite? No, I've never played Smite, unfortunately. Well, maybe once. I have memory of the game, but did I play it or did I watch it? God, if so, it might have been like 8 years ago. You play Schedule 1 yet? I've seen gameplay. Haven't played it though. I saw what they were going for there. They were trying to put the tail and put it to the very edge of it. I get it. We go again. I keep ending up with Mozambiques. I just noticed that's been like my 3rd round of Mozambiques. How many P2020 users? I mean, isn't the whole mode just Ashe with P2020s? It's perfect for rank practice. Everyone's got P20s. So it's good. It's literally good practice. It puts you in the worst scenario ever. Yeah, I wanted to stream my practice time. See how I had a really good start. This is the issue that I have. I'm not as consistent close range. We talked about it a lot though. I'll put a video out and then I won't ever have to repeat myself about it again. I sometimes use them, it just depends. I know that they're so meta though, they're so good. But I'm the same way, I'm biased against the R99. I love the R99. It feels so satisfying to get a kill with. The P20s just don't feel satisfying, but I understand why people like them. And I know that they're good.
Introducing your champion.
Yeah, I need to get better close range. My mid to long range is great. That's what I spent my whole Apex career almost doing, and you know, stuff. My whole Apex career's been that. It's not the same though. R5 also doesn't have the same gun mechanics, and then you know exactly where they're at. The thing that I'm lacking is knowing where they're at, and then setting myself in a position to fight. And I can't use ultra ports to throw myself in the scenario, so R5 is just not gonna work. Why do I keep finding Mozambiques, bro? Hey, I appreciate you. I'm also working dad myself. It's kind of weird to say that. What is this? How many Mozambiques are there, man? There's a guy over here. I could have sworn I saw somebody land here. See which one he falls for. I almost died, bro. That's crazy. I really can't stand the Mozambiques, man. I suck with them.
Picked an upgrade. Now who to test it on? 30 seconds. Rings nearby. I'm so reliable. Enemy landed near me.
Are now available.
They're asking for a tragic ending. Setting a gateway. For any crashes.
Oh, I didn't miss a shot, dude. He got the jump on me and I didn't miss a shot. That's unfortunate. Are you doing? No, this is a solo mode, and it goes away, which is why I'm streaming it today. Hi, Reese. Good to see you. I might go around because these guys have to rotate.
That way.
Is he just gonna sit up there? Yeah, he's gonna sit up there. Go around. If he's gonna sit, he's literally gonna sit there and let the zone eat me.
Gate.
I think you passed Reese. Oh shoot, hello.
Hold on. Recharging shield.
Bro, I went into one bad situation. Wait, is this the same guy?
Hold on. Recharging shields.
At this point, you might as well just shove me, dude.
Getting healthy. Dun dun.
Did he run?
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Loop in restarting.
Next ring is
complete.
far. Replicator coming down.
What the?
Using meds.
Oh, he's like 20 HP at the end there.
That box over there.
I don't know where he went.
Gate for any crashes.
I got one syringe.
Delivering care package.
Good craft. I'm gonna keep moving though. As long as I get to zone, I'll be fine. He's probably gonna be like right over here.
White care package over there.
Ah.
Tossing a frag. Being shot at.
Who the heck are you?
Recharging shields.
Found the octane.
Being shot at.
Surprised he ran with gold.
Shield.
I thought he was gonna dash at me, to be honest.
Replicator.
Nice, man. GG's.
Replicator coming down. Max level. Ah, to be at the top of the world.
Warning.
Picked an upgrade to give me the upper hand.
Better heard a port over here.
Delivering care package.
Oh shoot!
Target.
I thought he was on height. Let's crazy.
Target is close by. Game table.
Beginning ring countdown.
Bring out the gate.
Oh shoot! Hold on.
30 seconds. Rings nearby.
Oh god, there's two. There's two ashes? Is not one? That's crazy. There was literally two ashes over here. That's insane. Why are there two? I was wondering why I got shot at such a weird angle. I was like, dude, what? You think it's worth training in firing range or do some of the aim labs? Both. How do you handle that? Probably not push unless... I mean, I'm just surprised. I was surprised it was two. So that must have meant there was a person ratting there the whole time. When did they get over there? I probably should have just let the Ash go and went to go fight the other team. That's probably what I should have done. Because that person down below had purple and the one had blue above, and that's why I was super confused. I was like, what is this? Bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun. Guess I'll take out the solo here and then push the group over there. All right, let's be a little ballsy here. Let's see if we can just do it enough with this energy gun. Yeah, should be more than enough. Yep, there we go. All right, let's go.
Attention. First blood.
Hello?
Target killed. Chosen upgrade. Hold on. Get your shields.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
Target landed close by. Game Dickler. How nice for me. I'm already in the
Thought I heard
next
somebody above
ring.
me.
Target landed close by. Game Dickler.
Oh god, I didn't pick it up. That sucks. I thought it clicked to go up. That's insane, dude.
Death box over there.
When I realized I didn't click it to go up to bait up, I was like, oh god. I think I might have hit F on loot or something weird. I don't know what happened there.
Target landed close by. Game Dickler.
Where'd they go? That's a nade.
Target killed.
Hello. I'm gonna loot in front of you. Right there.
Game progress.
Enemy shield. Breaking through the gate. Grenade.
Oh, wow!
Huh. I'm the kill lead. Hold on. Recharge your shield. Target landed close by. Gate Diggler.
Oh god, I'm running into somebody over here. What? No, you're there too! Ah!
Blade, bullets, or bare hands. One was always going to find you. Going there.
I did hear somebody on the right and I knew it. Can you still get the solo 20 bomb? I have no idea. I don't know. P. That's a new Ash. That's a different Ash. That's another Ash with P2020s. I mean, that's the goal. Hopefully, if I get better with it, I'll be able to juke people even in ranked. If I can do it enough with Ashes running around like crazy, then yeah. You can't get the badge this time? Well, that's interesting. That's weird. All right, we go again. It's not going bad. It's not going bad. New drinking game, one shot if you get killed by Ash with P2020s. I'm already wasted. Daz has died after one round. I'm trying to diversify it. I mean, I'll if I find the P20s, I guess I'll run them. But I'm usually just gonna run the first guns that I find and just stick with it. I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, I must only land on light and grab the P2020s and solos. I must use them, or else. I mean, they're good, yeah, but
You know what I look like.
I do need to practice across the board, you know? What goes into decision making when choosing what POI to rotate to? And ranked or in pubs? In pubs is push anything that I believe is fightable. There's no logic. Thoughts on Ballistic? Ballistic is actually pretty good this season. But he really requires a team to really support him. And you're gonna have to play super aggressive. Because the point of running a Ballistic is to be aggressive. It's gotta be like at least 4 people here, right? Is it just one? Probably should have picked up the cells. I thought I had more.
Attention. First blood.
Ranked, resources, and zone, where we believe Godspot is. But also enough to fight. Like, I'm not going to rotate too far where we're not going to fight. But enough to where I logically can get into zone, especially if I'm playing against mostly Preds, then you need to level up your stuff. What? Oh, I dropped my 3x. I might die. Ready? I should have died. I should have died. I was memeing. I literally kept looking for my 3x and switching. I was literally throwing and messing around at that point. Like, I kept switching because I was like, where's my 3x? Where's my 3x? Where's my 3x? Where's my 3x? I dropped it over here somewhere, dude. That's crazy. And then he kept moving around. I couldn't hit him. I was like, I'm just not going to shoot anymore. Not going to shoot.
30 seconds. Rings nearby.
I don't know who threw harder. Me not shooting or him not killing me. At that point, it was a throw on both ends. Like, if you look at the start, I was like, where's my 3x? I kept thinking like it was bugged and I kept pulling out the Volt. I was like, where's the 3x, dude? That was so trippy. I don't remember picking that up. I don't remember picking up the 1X. But apparently I did it.
Louis ready with the fallback. Already in the next ring.
Can I get it? Nope.
To find
Too.
someone to
I figured it's too far. I gotta get over there. Like, that guy would have died so much sooner if I just pulled out the 3X and just shot him. He would have died out in the open like 16 years ago. I don't have any batteries. Had to check. My God, there's a lot of boxes. Wow, you just dove right at me. GG's. Did he have a... Oh yeah, P20s. You know, I'm going to land on him. He does have better guns than I do. He's got P20s. I'm using a Volt. I'm most likely going to die. But let's just fight him anyways. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I go back to the lobby and die? Hi! Hello! Bro, if you lose that... Okay, I was going to say.
You succeeded only in
I believe I'm at 101 FOV. I need to at least be running P20s in that scenario.
Have been restocked.
I only hit him for 120 with the mag. He's got blue.
Delivering replicator.
I essentially, instead of landing on top of him, one, I gave him the advantage by landing on him and having to wait for my gun to pull out. That's one. And then two, it would be nice to probably have a better secondary. I knew what I was getting myself into, but sometimes you have to just practice and take it. Oh, 100%. Definitely dumb, but I tried it anyways. I was kind of curious. If I had pulled it off, it would have been really bad for that Ash, because I was like, you had P2020s in your Ash. How was your weekend? Pretty good. Let's say Monday? Yeah.
This is your chance.
Just think about that for a minute.
Your death will come with speed and precision. That is the skill of a pilot.
Almost every Ash has good movement, which is why this is such good practice. It's like having a free super glide, essentially, as you're moving around. You just get to dash for free. That would be smarter to do. I just thought I'd just full on ego and just see if what I could do.
Enemy landed near me. Asking for a tragic ending. Damage. Killed an enemy. For any clashes. Got a level and an upgrade. Holding. Picked an upgrade to give me the upper hand. Target landed close by. Game tip land.
No, I whiffed.
Death box over there.
Attention, there is a new kill leader. Evo harvesters are now available.
Enemy shield. 30 seconds. Rings nearby. Stay down the gate.
She let me heal up.
Down the gate. Use the gate for any crashes.
I whiffed pretty hard too, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I always record. I'm never not recording, if that makes sense.
Hiding. Marking my map. Fallback plan all set.
I don't know if I can win that with P20s if I go up. Yeah, purple. Reposition. I just realized they got rid of that feature. I forgot they had that in. Any sights? Yeah, I'm still on a glass pad.
Champion has been eliminated.
I'm using the one that I was using on, there we go. Okay, moving up.
Kill leader eliminated.
Do you think Ashe is maybe overplayed? She's really good. I mean, she's got the highest pick rate I've ever seen in the game. And she's going to remain that way because the dash is just...
Attention,
If you have good movement on top of the dash I think is the hardest part to hit.
attention, delivering replicator.
Hitting the rail.
Replicator coming down. Being shot at. Shields recharging.
Attention, there is a new kill.
An enemy shield. 30 seconds. Rings nearby. I'm so reliable. Enemies firing at me. Setting a gateway. Setting a gateway. Shields recharging.
Warning, ring movement in progress.
How nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. Max level. Ah, to be at the top of the world. Killed an enemy. Picked an upgrade. Now who to test it on?
Wee.
Broken enemy shield.
Attention, delivering care package. New kill leader up.
Here's a gate for any crashes. My void nexus is yours. Wanna beg me for another? Gateway set. Enemies firing at me. Target killed. Going out the gate.
There's only 2 people left.
Marking my map. Getting healthy. I'm done.
3. Beginning ring countdown. Replicator being delivered.
Replicator coming down.
Said he was there. But where? I feel like I'm gonna drop it in. He's gonna like run into me.
Warning.
I guess he could have just kept running, but I don't know where I missed.
Nice for me. I'm already in the next ring.
All right, well I'm just gonna take better positioning then.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Why? Care package over there. Care package here, La. Something fun inside.
Need that gold R3, I guess.
Already in the next ring. Now to find someone. Bitch, attack. Navigate. Any precious. Hold on. Recharging shield.
The other 2 people to run into each other, so we'll hang back just a little bit. Might run into them over here. If I'm unlucky. I'm hoping that they're going to be on the far left and this guy's on the far right, and then we'll meet in the center. Like, he should be right there, and then this one should be right there, and then we'll meet in the middle. That's the plan.
Warning.
Unless I get snuck up on. Because he was shooting somebody over here.
Nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. Why?
Oh, it's only one? Oh god, I'm an idiot. Thank you. Well, I'm surprised you didn't push me then. Where did he go?
Round 5.
I know we both want that.
Countdown.
Fallbacks in play.
He was at the building last, right? Playing it very patient. There he is.
Being shot at. Hold on. Recharging shield.
I might as well gate him over here then.
Hold on. Recharging shields.
This might be a throw.
Gate.
Oh, he got the Peacekeeper.
Being shot at. Shield recharging.
Final round. Beginning ring countdown.
Jeez. What's up, Asby? Not the ones on Logitech G Hub. They're not that complex. Anything beyond like basic accessibility is cheating. Simple as that. I stated that in the video. Good game, good game. Cronus Zens are cheating. Scripts are cheating. Macros that are outside of accessibility are cheating. If you use stuff for production or you're like something that's so basic, I literally could care less. When it starts controlling recoil and doing anything like that, that's just straight up cheating, man. And I stated that in the video. I'm more than happy to do the video whenever I'm allowed to say my moral stance on something, which they allowed me to, and I was like, you know what? Because I said the only way I'll do it is if you let me say that this is flat out cheating to this is the line, and they did, and I was like, okay, that's the middle ground then. Totally cool with it. I don't think anybody would disagree with me on that. It's just sad how the introduction of something that was always built upon accessibility gets abused. And then gets sold in stores. And that's not for the people. It's not for them, you know, that like people, man. But I know I stand on the moral high ground based on what I've done and what I say. I'm very consistent in my messaging. And I'm proud of that. Nobody ever sees Raid Shadow Legends on the channel, and I've worked with Logitech for 8 to 9 years now. And the fact that they gave me the leeway to say how I want it to be phrased, I'm proud of that. Oh god. He wins these. I'm dead. I should be dead. This is a macro short for macaroni and cheese.
Already in the next ring. Now to find someone to mess with.
Wait, can I get the 2x off that? Oh shoot, what the heck? Oh gosh, one shot, dude. That's so close. Hey, Mr. Myers, good to see you. Things like through allow mantle jumps? No, you can't do a mantle jump through Logitech G Hub or Super Glides. It doesn't work, from my understanding. And if it does, they're using outside software to cheat. That is then cheating. It's pretty simple. Super Glides are a lot more complex. And so are mantle jumping. Mantle jumps, you literally have to time it to where you're going up, climbing, then looking down, and then hitting, right? That's too complex. And the same thing when you climb on something. When you climb, the timing of when you climb to do certain things is different every single time. You can climb up an object and do this, and the timing afterwards is so tight that you would have to use a script. That's why people were using the config file on Apex. Nobody was running around saying, I was using Logitech G Hub to use super glides. Like, bro, it doesn't work like that. From my understanding, if people are, do they have figured out something that I don't know? But I don't cheat in games, so I really don't know how that stuff works. And it would probably take somebody to research it to figure it out. But at that point, it's people who are looking up to do it to that degree are just trying to cheat. And they're going to find a way to cheat. But at least in the video, when I posted it, I've told them that it's cheating. It's wrong. Now, if you're somebody who has, you know, arthritis and struggle pressing certain buttons, and you need a little bit of something like just for a simple slide jump, I really could care less. I really don't care. That's perfectly fine with me. Or maybe you are somebody who is still just newer to the game and you need that slide jump to get the timing. I really don't care because it's so simple and so basic that it's not that hard, you know? It was, no, you're fine. Somebody else came in, was saying that, was trying to mock me for it. And I'm like, dude, you were at a loss about who you're talking to when it comes to many times of, what the heck?
Target landed close by. Can take line.
Everyone just ran. Okay. I think there's no such thing as, I really believe that's not a dumb question. Facing raid boss. He had so much HP, that was crazy. Oh my god, he had P20s. You.
Kill lead is dead. I darkened their world.
I know people use jitter macros. Whoa, hello.
Hold on, recharging shield. Grenade, Katia.
I haven't reloaded my P20s.
Seconds and the ring's right there. Enemies firing at me. Gate. Target kill. I'm at max level.
Good try, good try.
Ooh. Time to turn up the mess. Chosen up.
I know people use jitter macros and super light G Hub. I didn't even think that was possible, to be honest. In terms of like jitter aim? You can only do binds. In terms of jitter aim, isn't it just shaking like of the mouse? Can it record mouse movements? Excuse me for being naive on it, but I don't know if it can do that.
Shields recharging.
All right, you ready for something stupid? No, GG's. He did pop out like Kung Lao. He got me with the tactical. That was a good hit. I have to Google it now. Can you use JitterMac? What? Like, can you record mouse movements on G Hub? Oh, I guess it centers the mouse to the screen? Corsair can do it. Can Logitech? I guess Corsair can do it. This works in LGS. Well, oh, what is Super Light G Hub? What is that? I just know G-Hub. They apparently it doesn't work in G-Hub, but what is Superlight G-Hub? Like, what is that? Is that even like is that like a broken version of the software? What is Superlight G-Hub?
Ring closing.
Just isn't that the same thing?
Delivering care package.
Well, regardless, I stated my opinion on that in the video that if somebody's using something to like abuse recoil in any which way, that's cheating. Straight up. You don't do that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was a little confused because he was typing saying super light G-Hub. Hey, it's good to see you, Kitty. How are you doing today? What time is it? Oh my god, time is going by fast. Been great at Aim Labs, let's go.
Find me. Twist and line up good.
Yeah, I'm having a really good time on stream. It's been good.
This is your champion.
Bum, bum. We've had some good moments. I kind of know what we need to clean up too.
Replicator
When it comes to fighting a ballistic in ult form, either I just don't miss or I don't even know how to counter it, kind of. I mean, that's the whole point. They need to... The whole purpose is for them to win, but...
First blood.
Breaking through with the gate.
Round one.
Oh, gosh. I thought I was baiting by going up. I didn't know they were going to be back there. Good shots.
Box over there. Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending. Target killed.
No, he was one. I just whiffed at the end. That's good shots by him. I got the jump on him and he still got me. That's crazy. That's what I'm talking about. That's where it's like, dude, I got the jump on him and I lost. That's sad. Oh no. Oh wow, he landed those. He won there too. Good for him. Oh, I think he might be dead there. Hey Foxy, good to see you. We go again. The assault reload, auto reload, it is really strong. I mean, keeping uptime in a fight is pretty crazy like that. That's why assault is really good for pushing and playing aggressive. Especially if you really abuse it. I'm glad, Ethan. I'm in the same boat. I just hadn't had any time to dedicate to it, so I decided just to dedicate a stream because I would like. Essentially, it's like I'm not forcing myself, but I scheduled the time, you know.
Replicator coming down. Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending. You thought you told her. Shot it. Enemy shield cracked.
No, he's won again. I had to switch. That's crazy. That was so close.
Box over there.
Are there, everything I found so far assumes exists in basics to understand how the tasks work? Voltaic can have that tough entry, I won't
Next
lie.
ring. Now to find someone to mess
I mean, that's kind of aim train. It's like the gym, essentially. You know, going to the gym can feel a little overwhelming.
Close ring. Got a full minute. Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending.
That's really unfortunate for him.
Target kill.
Like, how was he supposed to know that?
Are now available.
Shield cracked. 30 seconds. Rings nearby. I'm so reliable. Setting a gate. The gate.
Oh god, I whiffed completely. That's crazy. I was like slightly behind on the whole shot. That's insane. And there's another moment where I'm like, that's just the tactic was right. The shove in, I overwhelmed him, but I just didn't land the shots. That's exactly why I'm doing this. It is really bad. Thursday's video is literally going to be talking about being washed. Like that is bad. They've been giving me a lot of Mozambiques too. That's crazy. I might as well just shot the flat line at that point. I knew I could have been more consistent with it. But still, it's good practice. There's so many off drop though. Did you see how many we got? There's like 16 of them, it felt like. There was only like 4. There was, what, 3 in the bins? And then I thought we passed another set? Or was it just 3? It was a lot though, okay? It was a lot of Mozambiques.
Introducing your champion.
Yeah, I don't know why there's so many Mozambiques, to be honest.
Precision. That is the skill of a pilot.
Is that, oh, that's outside of zone. Oops, okay.
Replicator incoming.
Hey, Foxy, I'm excited. I'm excited to do that course for free. I'm really pumped. That'll be fun.
Ending.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
How nice for me. I'm already in the next ring.
Oh god. The Eva's good. I mean, they've been nerfing it. You just got to get right in their face.
Death box over there.
There is a new kill leader. Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
No. I can't get up close enough just to rock that thing. It's crazy. Go again. I'm trying to get as close as possible with it. Might be better to use it as cleanup these days. Like start with like the car and then switch to the Eva, you know? The Ultra Eva 8 bug? No, I don't think so. Like I know they increase the spread, so I just got to be aware of that. At that point, it might be better to run like what I saw that Watson running, which was like a SMG and Eva 8. Issue is that when you're playing ranked and stuff, you start running into like, you're not ideal for that, you know? It loses all animations? That's strange. Because the gun doesn't visually move when you shoot or reload, and I feel like... Has that happened to me on stream when using it? Unless I'm not paying enough attention to it. Why is it so bright? It's insane. Bum 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 bum.
Replicator incoming.
Bum bum.
Target landed close by. Can you get loud?
Oh, there's no gun. No guns. Look, dual Mozambiques.
Attention. First blood.
Enemy shield. Target killed. Target landed close by. Gang Dickler. Game for any crashes. Being shot at. Already in the next ring. Now to find someone to mess with.
Oh, okay.
Shields recharging. Target killed. I leveled up and it comes with a fancy upgrade. I've upgraded. Enemy shield cracked. Target killed.
She should have gotten me, to be honest there.
I'm the new cheerleader, and with a lot of liars today. Enemy shield cracked. Target killed. Enemy shield cracked. Target killed.
Nice.
Target kill. Shields recharging. Pick an upgrade to give me the upper hand.
Ooh, hello. I'm not gonna make it there in time.
Readying up fallback if things get too messy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make it there in time. I'm in the zone. I ran into somebody.
Round 2. Attention. Loot bins have been restocked.
No. Wait, the box disappeared. Okay.
Replicator incoming. Enemy shield. Laying down the gate. Putting out the gate. Big shot down. Killed an enemy. Putting out the gate. Taking a ride through the Void Nexus.
Have you been watching ALGS? When I get time, I try.
Big shot down. Setting a gate.
What? How come it canceled?
Breaking through the gate.
That's crazy. I feel like I'm gonna get shot in the back.
Enemy firing at me. Enemy shield cracked. Putting a gate. Enemy shield cracked. My beautiful Void Nexus is no more. 30 seconds and the ring's right there. Replicator coming down.
Oh god, I'm dead. I think even if I had the Mozambiques, I was dead right there.
That folks over there. Care package over there.
I don't land on somebody over here.
Already in the next ring. Now to find someone to mess with. Readying a fallback.
Care package being delivered.
Why? Care package over there.
Yeah, I'm ego challenging because I'm pretty sure I can beat them. Their choices. Some of those spots are intentional. Or whenever I have the advantage, I'm going for it. There's got to be one guy behind me, and I feel like I'm going to get jumped. Let's see if I get shot in the back now.
Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending.
Oh god!
Release it. Hold on, recharging shield.
Octane just runs at me.
So nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. Shields recharging. For any crashes. How nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. 30 seconds and the ring's right there. Hold on, recharging shield.
We all screwed up there. Every single one of us.
Care package here.
I do not have the ammo for this. Oh, good job on that. I had the Peacekeeper too. That's why I went for it. GG's. Good game, good game. I should have killed him on the first cross when he dove. He was 1 HP. And then I threw on the rampart. That could have been an easy win. Like, quite literally, that was an easy win. But I threw it. Good game. It was better. I mean, granted, I did use a longbow, so it wasn't necessarily all close range. But it goes to show the confidence that I have being able to land every long range shot and putting pressure. We go again. It was a good round. Well, it's solos, Crispy. Like there's only solos. Oh, I might have misread your comment. I'm sorry. I just realized. I might have misinterpreted it. That's my bad. Yeah. Good old Battlefield days. That's exactly why I had to practice close range, or I had to just get used to it more.
Introducing your champion.
But it also shows in my close range, to be fair. Wow, I still got top. I didn't even win. It's actually crazy. That's exactly what we're doing, Cryptic. That's what we started the stream. That's what we're talking about.
Replicator coming down.
I think I've been repeating that a lot today on stream. That's why I haven't been repeating it anymore, but that's exactly my point.
Two is better than one.
Beginning ring countdown.
How nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. Leveled up and
No, it's all good. That's why the title of the video is, stream is that way.
picked an upgrade. Now who to test it on?
Oh my god, yep. See? Just not there. I whiff.
One was always
We go again.
Death box over there. Target landed close by. King Tekla. Enemies firing
Are now being
on the gate. Enemy shield crack. Opening gate.
only once have I failed to kill the
You get a lot of wasted movement. I'm aware. That's why I'm practicing it.
again.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. That's why I'm practicing it.
I've elevated
I am
my
so
skills.
blatantly aware of it that I'm like, well, I just have to keep doing it until I can improve it and fix it. So I'm streaming it. So I'm putting the time in. I can't express how blatantly aware I am of it. And why I set the stream the way it is. And literally on Thursday, that's actually what my video is going to be about. It's about resetting and how I'm playing. Because I want it to be in a real world setting using alter port and setting up positioning. Some of the guns are a bit dated on there too. It sets you up knowing that's the same thing and you start to memorize it. The whole idea is that things feel sporadic, and when it's sporadic, it throws you off. This is the best practice I could have. Because in R5, I don't have as many of these problems because it's predictable. You start on one end or the other, and then you fight. One or the other, then you fight. Same thing whenever I'm dueling in the range. It's whenever there's other variables that it goes out the window, but I have to just implement it in a real world setting. And this is perfect. This is a perfect place to do it. But it's really, really bad. And it's so obvious in this season because it requires so much more of a of a pushing meta, you know? Yeah, and like I wanted to have a risk. R5 is very safe. And like even if I do an aim training, I can just vibe out and clear my mind, right? There is still a sense of like urgency that I have to just over time get to the point where it feels like R5. It's like saying, well, in sports, whenever you throw a pitch, you're not throwing it the same way when you practice. Like, well, yeah, the only way I'm going to get better is if I play more games and have people in the stands watching. This is the best way to do it. I'm on stream. I'm embarrassing myself here and there with just bad plays. Sometimes I have really good plays. Sometimes they're really bad ones. But the best thing is to put pressure. Is to simulate pressure so I can kind of move past it.
Replicator incoming.
At some point, it's important to implement it in a real world setting.
Target landed close by. King Tekla.
Oh, he's 1 HP. Good shots. Is support the way? I think your technical puts you in at IGL, which implies recon for you Vantage. Well, that's also why I'm switching it up. I've always been IGL of the group, and I usually play support anchor.
Countdown.
How are you limiting yourself at now? Is there a strat? Right now I'm just kind of going all out and just putting that pressure because I feel it. I know what the pressure feels like. And then once I feel it, I'm just getting used to it. I'm kind of getting reps in with it. It feels better in certain moments, and other times I'm like, wow, that sucks. It's not the same because they're predictable. What happens is I start to memorize the movement and how it plays out. Just like playing like this strafe. You memorize a specific scenario, but when you're playing people, they don't always move the same way, you know?
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
30 seconds and the ring's right there. Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending. Hold on. Getting healthy. Oh no. Target landed close by. Can you take that?
Oh,
Ashes to ashes.
and some of it, I'll give another example. If you get the jump on somebody, in-game the idea is that you're supposed to get the jump on them, but if you get the jump on them, they're going to be moving in a really strange way because they're not trying to, what do you call it? Strafe left and right. They're focused in one direction. They'll usually move in unpredictable ways. And it's that movement that's unpredictable is what I'm trying to get used to. I'm like, unlike memorizing a specific scenario, I'm kind of past the point of like, I'm going to memorize this aim lab scenario. I'm going to memorize this in RF5. I'm going to memorize these target dummies. I just need good players, bad players, and facing up against them, and then being able to read them really, really quickly. Now, I would say in Battlefield, this also built bad habits, is that in a lobby, you can die over and over and over to somebody, but the issue is that in the lobby, you start to memorize who plays how and where, you know? If you've ever played like a game where you respawn, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Battlefield, whether it's Team Deathmatch in any mode, same thing with Apex here. The minute you figure out how they play and you run into that player over and over again, then it becomes predictable. The interesting part about getting good reading skills, especially in a BR, is that you got to be able to read them within a few seconds. And on long range, I have that. I can predict how somebody does certain things and when they poke and then when. But when it comes to close range, sometimes I may run into somebody who just stands still, somebody who strafes, and then my aim, I don't read them fast enough in that moment. It's like the best aim training scenario would to throw a target dummy that switches up every single time, like 40 different times, because you can do Gauntlet, but even then I've memorized this one moves slower, this one moves faster, this one does this, and it becomes a pattern. I'm trying to break the pattern. I guess an example of that,
Replicator incoming.
I know my therapist has told me I have OCD, which is also pattern recognition. I go through patterns. And so I'm trying to purposely throw myself into things that are unpredictable, even though if I'm trying to find a pattern, and just adapt and stop using things that I get used to, you know? Same thing with air, all in one. So over a certain time, I just memorize it. And then it just becomes a problem because I'm like, well, now I just memorize the scenario. That's not good. But I'm not supposed to memorize, you're supposed to react. And so that's why I constantly switch between scenarios, because I know I start to just react to them. I think Maddie VT said it very well. You don't want to just start memorizing, you want to be able to... See, range? I mean, it's super easy like to read. I just need to be able to do that close range.
Killed an enemy.
I just know it. Keep in mind, that's because I played a lot of Battlefield. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to how unpredictable it is and how people play. It's just... Apex is a bit of a beast of a game. It's not easy. But trust me, I know this is the best way, especially if I apparently have OCD tendencies, you know?
available.
putting myself out of my
Enemy shield cracked.
No, he actually got me with that. I was juking him. He juked me. Is it OCD that has pattern? OCD pattern? Well, you want to do the same thing over and over again. You find comfort in doing the same thing. Like flipping a doorknob 3 times, or, you know, biting your nails, you know, like you have a habit of things being a certain way. Well, I always push against myself with that kind of stuff because I don't want to develop habits like that. Because I know I'm very self-aware of it. Because then all I do is find comfort in repetition. I find so much comfort in repetition. Or not, you know, going out. So what do I do? By being social, I go out. I put myself in uncomfortable situations because I know I want to just keep repeating the same thing.
Killed an enemy.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Gate.
I think I hear somebody. Yeah, I did. I thought it was behind me. God, the R99 is just so much better. I love this gun so much. Talk about comfort. I don't use the Mozambique, so it's uncomfortable. That's why I'm not grabbing the P2020s or certain things. I'm like, what do I feel comfortable with? Just certain guns. And, well, unfortunately, I happen to get the R99, and it's a lot better than using P20s, or sorry, Mozambiques. But I'm trying just to go with the first thing I have and then just keep shoving instead of trying to think through things. Just be sporadic, be unpredictable. Don't try to keep repeating a pattern. If I repeat a pattern, at some point, also what will happen, let's not be hypocritical. If I do this enough, I'll start to recognize the pattern. I'll start to get used to how people are playing and the opponent I'm facing against. But at that point, I've built comfort. And then that, yes, I have achieved my goal. I've done what I've set out to do. But I have to just keep doing this. I just have to. I keep saying it on stream as well every Saturday, but I hadn't been doing it. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to schedule a stream so I force myself to log in. So I don't get occupied with my day job or reviewing analytics or trying to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I have to just set the time aside and just do it. I might even just start implementing the streams every Monday and just keep doing this. So I don't know. But at the same time, like, I need to balance it out. I might do like just Tuesday every stream. And then Thursday is a video. I don't know yet, but I just need to like get the hours in. Like I just have to. Where am I going? I thought the zone is this way. Well, might as well hit recon. Oh, rip. Good job. I really shouldn't have been over here. I was just blabbing. That's also why I like Alter too. I love things that are opposite of my like persona. Like for example, I am a shut-in. I don't like talking to people. So what I did, I went into the entertainment industry and I did musical theater and I went to New York, one of the busiest cities in the world. Why would I do that when I love being a shut-in and I don't like going outside? Well, I literally have always kind of pushed against the opposite, you know? So I thought where you picked a day, then I would start building repetition. I need to just face random opponents that are just going to give me random stuff every time. Because I can't predict in a Battle Royale how they play. I just can't. I can't predict it. That's why I avoid mixtape now. I'm like, well, if I go in and I die to them, I've memorized how... I know this person's going to stay here. I know this person's going to strafe like this. I know this person's going to do this. But in Battle Royale, I won't run into the same person, hopefully not every single time. And I have to read it really, really quick. I think it's so good. It's such good practice. Because I'm not beating my head against the wall. Every time I die, I'm learning from it. I'm learning so much, and I loved it. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Introducing your champion.
like it's not frustrating. Oh, I'm like, okay, I know what I did there. Oh yeah, I need to slow it down. I need to do this, but I got to do it next time. Got to do it next time. And there's that built-up anticipation doing it next time that kind of builds up a little bit of anxiety. But as I keep doing it, it starts to feel a lot more comfortable, and it's really nice. Now this isn't a one stream I solve it. This is I have to do this for 3 months and then solve it. I need to just keep playing and putting myself in those situations.
They're coming down.
But as long as I keep doing this and I keep playing entry legends and I avoid, like, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna be avoiding Vantage and Watson for quite some time. Like, I have to go fight. I have to get better.
Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending. The damage will be double. Enemy shield
It's unfortunate. I just had a purple Devo, man.
killed an enemy.
I don't know what to tell you.
2 is better than 1.
Like, how are you supposed to win there? Like, that's not fair to him.
Already in the next ring. Now to find someone to mess with.
New Dez lore. I'm not that bad, but like I'm just very self-aware. I'm a very self-aware person. Like I have
For one. Big shot at for any crashes.
Oh, you didn't even push up, dude. I thought you were gonna push up. I mean, it makes sense. You're fused. How are you supposed to do that? Like a shot in the back. Hi, I knew it. I called it before it happened. I felt it. I was like, you know what? They were shooting over there. I'm gonna get jumped, and I did. And it literally happened. That's insane. That's hilarious. That's too funny. Oh, hi.
Landed near me. They're asking for I'm hit. Nice going. See you in the next ring. Target landed close by. Enemy shield cracked.
There we go. Slowed it down a little bit. Oh, shoot. Hello. Okay.
Yeah, nah, you did good. I just did gooder.
Go again.
Got me an upgrade.
The same way, but Rampart 25,000. I don't even have that many kills on Watson. I think I have about 15 or 16,000. Because I have so little time, it just means I need to put more time. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Like that meme. Yeah, I was doing it earlier today, where I'm just kind of waiting for somebody to move into the shot. I'm mixing it up. I'm trying to mix it up. Like at one moment, like it was working earlier this today. I was doing it with a triple take, and I was just kind of waiting, and then stop, and then strafe, and stop. Right now, I kind of want to overwhelm myself, and like I keep changing it up a little bit. Well, compared to how many, dude, I've been playing this game for 6 years, so 15,000 I know in Watson may seem like a lot, but there's other people with way more. Like. Is it 15,000? I think it is. Are you excited for the recon buffs next season? I've not heard about that. That makes me nervous. I hate scan meta. I hate wall hacks. Drive me insane. Like if I wanted to go play wall hacks, I don't know what I would play. Because I don't like wall hacks. It's boring. If you know where an opponent is at all times, or you have too much information, then the skill factor goes away. So I don't play third-person shooters. Yeah, I know. That's my point exactly. I don't have anywhere near that. Now, if I had that amount of time played with over 180, I don't even have that many kills in the game or that much time in the game. If I did, could you imagine how crazy my close range would be? Now, my goal is to do it, but be efficient as I do it. You know what I mean?
They're asking for a tragic ending.
About to drop on my head, I think.
Attention. First blood.
What? I could have sworn I heard somebody above.
Breaking through the gate. Shot at. Enemy shield cracked.
Beginning ring countdown.
Already ready. Now to find someone to breaking the gate.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
Doubling my fun. Here's the gate for any crashes. Hold up, recharging shield.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
No. That's crazy. I got the steal and the jump.
Death box over there. Readying up fallback if things get too messy. Broken enemy shield. Leveled up, and bringing ruin gets a little easier.
Every time, I just need to... Yeah.
Choose an upgrade. Leaving the gate. Bring on the gate.
Got you at some point.
Target killed.
I'm gonna juke you. So much fun to do.
Round 2.
For any crashes.
See where this goes.
Nice for me. I'm already in the next ring. Enemy shield cracked.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Darn it. Oh, rip.
You lost. I won.
Good push with the EVA 8.
Expect a different
That's one thing that Ash is really good at doing. At least when you get up close, that close to the EVA 8, you're doing a lot of damage. Good game, good game. How much time we got left? We got time for a little more. All right, Foxy, you have a great one. I appreciate you for stopping by. Ash is so nasty with that dash. Oh, new map. I think I got one more round before I have to wrap up. And I have to go raid in World of Warcraft. This has been really helpful, though. I can't express how nice it was to set aside this time and play. It was really, really nice. I get so distracted by work. Like, I was like, oh, I got to post a short. And I'm like, no. I'm going to forego the short today. I'm going to get on, and I'm going to stream, and I'm going to practice. That's what I'm going to do. Makes you think for an Ashe. I'm trying to think how to, like, do I go up on the wall and wall bounce and hope that they miss their shot? Do I always run a shotgun assuming that an Ashe is going to dash me? Or do I just port and go back and forth? Like, as soon as I see them take it and I know that it's an Ashe, do I port and just keep baiting until I can find the right opportunity? Because I could just do that. I could always just keep baiting back until it works in my favor and get into a flow where I can bait them. Not enough there. Let's go. Are they going here? Yeah. I'll land in the building, then I'll push. Somebody's gonna land. They're not landing on light, huh?
Enemy landed near me. They're asking for a tragic ending.
Shoot. I was trying to charge it up and costed me. No, they're next. Don't die, Ashe. Don't you dare. I think they just died. I think that was the Ashe from the other round, I think.
Already in the net. Target landed close by. King Tekla. Enemy ship cracked. Killed an enemy. Got a level and an upgrade. Holding. Chose an upgrade. I'm HET.
Oof. Shots. We go again, we go again. We got time. Oh, Oklahoma, we're doing kept down the plane.
Evo harvesters are now available.
Man, it makes me regret I should have picked up the blue alternator. That poor Wraith. I do appreciate how fast the rounds are, to be honest. I just realized. Do you find it to help? Usually it's to kind of, like, when you're shooting mid-range, just kind of juke around, like, crouch, shoot, crouch, shoot. Really don't want to hate, but that macro sponsor was not a really good choice. Dude, you want to hop in Discord and actually chat about it? Hop in right now. You typed earlier and you didn't, like, chat with me. Hop in Discord and we'll chat it out for 5 minutes. Live on stream. Add me on Discord, Daz. Literally, you can hop in and talk with me about it live. Giving you a platform, you can do it. I'm so open and willing to chat with anybody about it. Like, anything, just hop in. Not in Discord? I would say call my cell, but I don't know if I want to get my cell out publicly. I don't know what platform I could use then. You want to just make it a Discord real quick and add me?
Replicator coming down.
Because I don't know if I'm going to type my cell phone in chat. It like just make a quick account, like 2 seconds, and then hop in. I don't have long on stream, so you're gonna have to kind of speed it up. Don't mean to rush. I just have raid at 9 o'clock on World of Warcraft. I don't think you should never use it, but it is helpful. I thought you meant your server. Oh no, you can. You don't have to join my server, dude.
Now to find someone to mess with.
Just add me. Literally, it's Discord Daz, D-A-Z-S. That's me. I have the original OG name. See if you added me. Tabbing up. All I ask is just don't curse. You know, that's all I ask. I assume this is you. Hello, hello. All I ask is please don't curse. Please, please, please. That's all I ask.
I just don't agree with the macro thing because it's automating actions.
Oh, I don't disagree with you at all. That's why. So when Logitech approached me about the video and I said, well, I don't use macros and I think it's cheating. They said, well, what if we let you put your moral stance in the video and you stated, and it's because it's for accessibility. Because Logitech, I've worked with Logitech for about 8 to 9 years. Going back to Battlefield 1 was our first partnership. And I don't do new sponsorships with just anybody. And then I agreed to it because I said, you know, that's a fair. And I stay on my moral stance that for accessibility, for somebody who can't do certain things, I'm like, that's fine. Like I don't care if somebody uses a slide jump against me. They're not going to be better than me. Anybody uses Chronos Zen scripts, anything that controls recoil, anything that automates inputs to the point, like a super glide or anything that is an unfair advantage, I 100% agree. It's cheating. So I stated in the video.
Like Chronos Zen started out as an accessibility thing.
I don't know why they sell them in stores, to be honest. Those things are...
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Like,
Chronos Zen, though, started out as an accessibility thing to help people, like, remount buttons, and if they couldn't hit them or needed both a mouse and a keyboard to be able to, depending on a disability or whatever. But it turned into what it is now.
Which is really sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that something like that.
I trust Logitech, though, because if somebody is doing something extra, that they're using something extra to cheat. I don't think anybody's going to look at that video and say, oh, I know how to cheat now, because everything the cover was so basic and everything has existed in G-Hub for years. I mean,
I think most of the comments were sarcasm, but I did read through and some of them were like, well, thanks for teaching me how to cheat. But
oh, that's Urban. That was my friend. He was joking. I told him to delete it. And I said, Urban, that was probably a little too much. And then I messaged him. I said, you probably should delete the comment, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I didn't mean for you to comment that.
I mean, I agree with the accessibility stuff. I just have an issue with the, like, if someone watches that, it doesn't matter what Logitech or you want them to do, they will draw their own conclusions and potentially use it to make stuff. I mean, tons of people just publicly admit to using macros because it doesn't get them really banned often.
Yeah.
Which is really frustrating to me.
No, you have every right to be frustrated with it. That's why I don't disagree. That's why I state anything beyond that. Like, if somebody is watching that video and says, congrats, you know how to cheat, like, that video wasn't intended for them. And plus, I know that they're going to go out and find those other resources, but what I found, why I took the deal, is that, you know what? At least I can put out there that this is cheating. That what people are doing is wrong. Because they reviewed the video, and they said that I don't know if I'm sharing too much. They said they didn't like how I used the word cheating, but they understood why I said it. That maybe it was too harsh, but I stood by it, and they did as well, and they let me, and I respect them immensely for letting me call it out as cheating.
And I respect you putting your stance in there and holding your ground as a content creator, but it's frustrating to me that that something's so easily accessible, and that's something that I don't understand the sponsored segment there, what they're sponsoring you for.
It's just they wanted to teach people accessibility through macros. That's really all it was. they're big on accessibility. Logitech is very big on people having equal play, and I said I get it, but like I even stated, I said I just don't know if that's what people are going to understand.
Yeah,
Like I know them as a company, as a brand, and what their goal is, you know?
No, I know that's not Logitech's goal or yours, but thinking through that, a lot of people are going to look at that and who didn't know how to, or didn't think of the connection between Apex and macros, might draw that connection and start doing stuff like that with super glides, tap strikes, whatever it is.
I hope my audience knows me well enough to the point where anybody who watches that wouldn't take it as I'm gonna start cheating. Just like you're the same type of individual who would watch it like, okay, I know that's cheating. That's where I'm proud of my community, where you guys know that line, right?
I understand that. I mean, for someone who has a large platform like you, if that shows up in someone's YouTube recommended who isn't part of your community, they may take that in a way of, oh, well, now I know how to cheat. And I mean, macros are definitely cheating.
Yeah, but I go back to the point of me saying, when I posted in the beginning of the video, giving because I didn't explain how to do anything until like 2 minutes in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the average watch time in that video is probably from what I looked, is about 1:30. It doesn't have the best watch time. Somebody isn't gonna go into the Apex and other section and just watch that. Maybe they will. I don't really know. And even then, it is so basic what I'm telling that learning how to just do that isn't going to give a cheater what they want, you know? Which is why it's also going to get disliked as well, because I guarantee people who do cheat are going to look at it like, this doesn't give me what I want. Well, it's not for you, bud. You're a cheater. You're a piece of, I would curse live on stream, but I'm not going to. But that's what they are. They are pieces of blank, you know, people who...
But that does, bring that up, that thing in their mind of, hey, could I use this for cheating? And I really like the fact that things are this accessible now. I mean, I used to have a keyboard, it literally, the actuation between the keys was literally, the keyboard was cheap, and it would scan across the keyboard, and I did research into it, and the delay between the jump and the crouch was something where I couldn't hit super glides on my FPS.
Yeah.
Because the delay between the jump and the crouch is not, doesn't match up with the actual window for super gliding. And so I did use a macro then. I can super glide consistently without a macro on anything. Which I don't agree with my past choices then. I shouldn't have done that, but
I personally have never used a macro. I'm proud of you for admitting, okay, I've used it before for that. World of Warcraft has them in game, so I guess that is a macro, but in terms of using anything in FPS, no, I've never used any sort of macro or cheat or anything. I'm very proud of that. World of Warcraft adds it in there for accessibility, like that, but everyone uses them, and it's because the nomenclature of WoW isn't programmed well, and so they have macros to clean up faulty game design. Essentially, is literally why they exist.
But what I have noticed, though, if you read like Apex's TOS or whatever, or EA's TOS, they define using external software to automate any actions as cheating.
Yeah.
Which. It definitely brings up debate between accessibility and macros and where you draw the line. I think it's very different for different people. Because, some people use their recoil scripts, and I like that you didn't mention anything mouse movements there, but that's the main way people do that.
I've never used it, to be honest, until somebody mentioned on stream. I didn't know you could even use G-Hub for mouse movements. But that's cheating. That's jittering. That's some sort of scripting. That's cheating. But in terms of, that's why I use the example. In terms of somebody... Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No worries. Slide jumping, that is something you can learn in 5 minutes. And, that does put a fair amount of stress on your hand if you're repeating that action over and over and over. But I really only agree with a macro if you can do that, if you personally can already do that consistently without it. But that doesn't really apply to super glides or anything, because that is something that, if you're using a macro for that, you're definitely eliminating a skill gap.
Yeah, exactly.
With something like a slide jump, I don't disagree with that. I personally think it's still an odd choice for your brand to, you know, take a sponsor for something that a lot of people do see as cheating, no matter if it's even just a slide jump or whatever.
I look at when I spoke with Logitech about it, I thought it through, and whenever I was, like I said, when I was allowed to put my moral stance and then stand on the side of accessibility, because that is who it's designed for. Somebody who has trouble with repetition or they're unable to game a certain way. I'm fine with that. That's why I said I'm only covering based on this, because that is where the line is. Anything beyond that it's unfair. I don't care if somebody can do super glides a million times, because that takes the skill factor out and it is supposed to be difficult. Now, unless the person is skilled enough to do it, but then their hand literally cramps up and like they have an issue. I mean, I'm not gonna like sit there and like rage at somebody for that. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
But if they're using everything to try to get ahead and cheat, that's a different thing. Like people who have good moral compass can understand the difference of that, you know?
If you're eliminating anything that needs practice by using that, then that's a separate thing than doing something to promote accessibility or keep yourself from literally having physical damage happen. But then it's a whole nother conversation though, but then that brings up to like the question of, well, with the Wu-Tang, like if you hold A and then start pressing D, it cancels your other input, and whether or not that's considered macro cheating.
I think that would be cheating. I don't use it. I don't use it either. I have a Wu-Tang. I'm using the Pro X TKL, but I think they can do it as well. I don't use it because I think that's too far. I don't use anything that it goes too far.
Pro TKL.
But that is the problem with a lot of the brands where they try to like blend it, and I don't disagree. And I've said that to Logitech as well. And I hope they do double down and they solve anybody who uses their software in that kind of egregious way, where it's no longer about accessibility but about giving you an unfair advantage, right?
Yeah, I don't agree with some of the brands that make it. I
like Corsair does it, Wu-Tang does it. I mean, there's MSI where they have a keyboard. Was it MSI? I'm not going to speak. There is one brand, and I can't remember if it's MSI or not, and I talked about it in a video. And I have no issue calling out a brand whenever it exists that way. Where like you play League of Legends, it literally will ping your monitor, right? It's no longer accessibility. That's just cheating. I think it's MSI. I got to research, and I will say allegedly because I could be incorrect. There is a monitor though. I'd have to Google it. That I remember seeing an ad for that does that, and that is just flat out cheating. It's BS. I don't disagree with you. I know there was a fine line there.
Yeah, it's definitely a line you have to take your own stance on.
And I knew that people were going to be upset with it, but
yeah,
I like Logitech as a brand. I always have. And when they gave me that option, I thought of it as a middle ground of like I felt like it was fair, even though I knew that when I released it, people would be upset. And I said, well, I know that I put my best foot forward in the right direction. And guess what? If I wasn't going to do the video, somebody else probably would have, and they wouldn't have added that.
People definitely have, yeah.
Somebody would have taken the deal and not have given their moral stance. And I'm proud of myself for at least like doing that and then taking a stance, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's frustrating though that some of these brands, like I have a skill so people can see it, like Pro TKL or whatever. It has like, it refers to having two buttons pressed by one key as dual actuation.
Yeah.
Which is a odd way to put it, and it does have macros in there. But then I just don't understand why these brands kind of, I mean, I understand why it's
money.
Product design, they're trying to make money, yeah. But
I mean, like I won't lie, sponsored, I made money too, you know?
Yeah. Some people won't admit that, but like the thing where if you press like A and then it cancels out, it's called rapid. That's not allowed in esports tournaments. That's not allowed, not in esports tournaments. But that definitely is interesting that there's kind of brands try to rebrand macroing or making things easier under a different name to make people want to purchase their products.
Just so you know, I'm not a hypocrite when I say it. I will also say this, is that I know, because I use raw Excel, right? I use mouse acceleration.
Yeah.
And I use an external program for it. But I know that whenever I aim, either if I use too low of a sensitivity, and I hate to say it because it makes me sound old, then I know my shoulder starts to have issues. If I use too high of a sensitivity, then my fingers start to have issues. Not saying like I have arthritis or anything, but I know that if I keep playing that certain way, then I has a problem. Now,
I mean, my aim gets really, if I play high sense, my aim gets really jittery.
Yeah, and so I have an issue, but at the same time, I know that mouse acceleration isn't easy to learn, and I know that it takes skill to master. So I don't feel guilty because I know if anybody in chat were to use mouse acceleration, your aim just doesn't magically get better. I've had to spend countless hours to master that, and it's taken me a long time.
I hadn't even thought of mouse acceleration that way, because I didn't think of it as, like, that is, I guess, technically automating you moving your mouse faster.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Because it's automating speed whenever I probably couldn't do it without it. I mean, I might be able to.
I mean,
I could,
caps lock.
but I would prefer to be more comfortable. That's literally why I do it, for comfort. Because I have used it without it, and my aim can be within the general area without acceleration. Like, I can use it without it. But so people know, like, I've put out videos talking about mouse acceleration, but people don't talk about that either. But it is an external software that is helping me, technically.
I'm not saying it as an insult, but then people do say, you know, I use recoil control macros for comfort.
There's no way. That's BS at that point. Because then I still have to use the movement, and I still have to learn the control, right? That's why I said when it comes to mouse excel, they don't get to just pick up the mouse and I'll instantly say, oh, I know how to control recoil. No, I still have to pull down. I still have to get used to the feeling. Whenever you're scripting, you're pressing one button and it removes the overall feeling of using it, right?
Yeah.
That's where I think it's cheating. And then
I use caps lock to press Y, which some people would consider a macro, but I use that because I can't reach my hand over to Y to use a med kit without cramping my hand.
Yeah, and that's fair because people got different size hands and so forth.
It's one key as well. I feel like it starts to bring up the question when you're having multiple actions completed by one key. I mean, if you have one action on one key, like if I rebind P to V or whatever, that's one thing. But if I have multiple things happening on one key with a delay or whatever, that's. But it's sometimes with the amount of precision you can have with macros or scripts is definitely not able to be replicated by humans. Because, like, something with slide jumping, I mean, I have, like, 2,200 hours in this game. I still don't have perfect slide jump timing, whereas something like that does always give you the most possible velocity.
It does have a downside, though, when using the slide jump that way. Hold on 1 second. Because it doesn't give you flexibility with your movement, which is why I would not even consider it good. Same thing with, like, the ultimate thing that I shared in Marvel Rivals. It removes the... Even though you can press it fast, you only have the option to press it fast. You don't get the option to try to be strategic and place it a certain way, you know?
Yeah, I've never played Rivals, but I did see that part. Like if you were placing, like, a Loba ult, and had it, when you press Z, it automatically clicks as soon as...
Which is bad, because then you don't get to, like, oh, I need to place in this area. Like, you have to already do it precursor, which I guess could be a skill factor, but then it's not necessarily giving you that, like, massive bump, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, something like that, like, you're not eliminating a skill factor. There's not really skill involved with pressing Z or whatever your ultimate bind is, and then clicking. You're not really eliminating the skill factor there. But something like slide jumping does... It does maximize the amount of velocity you get to a inhumane level without much practice. I don't know.
Yeah. I do have to run in just a minute, but I just want to say how much, because it's 9 o'clock and I am in a round, so I'm going to hopefully finish this quickly. People are waiting me for a raid in World of Warcraft. But I do appreciate the fact that you hopped in and you're willing to talk to me about it. But also, hey, I'm willing to give you a platform to talk about it too. I mean, so like just to be
transparent.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I appreciate that you were, I mean, not many people are really, not many people these days are really open for an open debate. So, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, always. Like, just so I'm transparent. So, you know, yes, I was paid I got to say my own stance, which is why I decided to say, okay, you know what, I'll do it. But at first I was definitely hesitant. But at the same time, hey, I'm not going to deny money for something. The way I thought of it, it's a brand I trust. I've done a lot of work with them, and I know my audience, and I know the intention that I have behind it. So it's not like I push crypto or anything like that. And you know, on the channel, I never take any deals like that or anything. You don't see Raid Shadow Legends. You don't see any of that ever on the channel. But I mean, I'll probably could reconsider not doing it ever again to like blur that line. But I don't know. Like at the same time, I am kind of glad that we got to talk about it, and I'm glad that we got to have the opportunity. Like I don't see it as like bad. I mean, I'm more than happy to denounce people who cheat or like go that route, because that's kind of a load of crap essentially when people try to blur that line.
Yeah. So it's certainly fine.
Yo, Goodsy, I'm trying to wrap up, man. I'm hopping over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was he was in chat.
Something fun inside.
Yeah, but I mean, not a lot of people are willing to debate about that or even be transparent about sponsors and stuff. So I appreciate that.
No worries.
Gotta go eat.
Was there anything else you had questions about regarding it? Because I know I kind of interrupted you a few times, so I make sure that I'm not like taking everything.
No, thank you though.
No worries. Again, I appreciate you commenting and then willing to hop in, and then oh shoot! Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Yeah, it's okay. He was hiding in a corner. Well, I gotta head out. It was really great chatting with you. And yeah, look forward to hopefully hearing from you in the near future. All right.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night. All right. Bye. All right, everybody, I got to wrap up. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out, watching. I should have had my Peacekeeper out right there. Are automated armor swaps? 100% that's cheating, dude. There's no way, like, pulling automatic armor swaps, because that's replacing mouse movement at that point. That's not, like, that's not an accessibility thing. Like, at some point, you would have to say, like, okay, I can't even move the mouse or do anything. Then, yeah, that's cheating. So, yeah. I gotta wrap up. Thank you guys for all hanging out in the conversation. I know there's, when it comes to cheating and how technology keeps evolving, there's just that fine line, right? And I have always kept stating multiple times my stance on it, and I remain firm. It's the same thing, like, I know Moki has the same issues when it comes to movement. Where does movement tech become abuse of the game versus interesting mechanics that are introduced? And I know Moki's gotten flack on him, but I think he does a brilliant job of making sure he stands on the more of like, this is just unfair and not, and you know, inconsistent, you know? No, I'm sorry. I don't want to put you on the spot either. I just appreciate you hopping in. Don't be nervous. And you're an amazing person for bringing up that kind of stuff, and it's good to challenge all of it, but at least you know why I did it, where I stood, what the process was. And then, I mean, people can still watch that. It doesn't mean everything I do is right either, or everything I do is wrong. I'm a human, and I, through my own logic, justify how I think, you know. But there's no malicious intent from what I was doing. I think it's the worst thing when somebody has malicious intent, or they're only doing it because it's like for a bad reason. That doesn't always mean that even if you don't have malicious intent that it's good, but at least people can hear the stance and like where it is. And I know most people will never come to the end of the stream of this, which kind of sucks. But if they do, maybe I'll timestamp it and like talk about it. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video. I don't know if it warrants it because I already kind of stated my stance, but nonetheless. Appreciate all of you guys. Look forward to speaking with all of you guys soon. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.